Hello students, good morning. How are you? I hope you will be fine. Right? So students, today we are going to start the next topic, verbs. Firstly, I want to know that you already knew about the definition of verb, right? What are the verbs? If you do anything, that is verb, right? See the example. A verb denotes an action, possession, or being. It is the heart of the sentence. It may tell us what a person or thing does, right? If anything, an action does what is done to a person or thing, the state in which a person or thing is, what a person or thing is, or what a person or thing has. No sentence can be formed without a verb, right? So, any action, do anything else, that is called verb. Okay, see the example, students. Sunil drove the car carefully. Sunil is a subject, car is an object, carefully is a adverb. So, what thing Sunil does in this sentence? Sunil drove the car. That's why drove is a verb. Okay, students. Now we will talk about the types of verbs. So different types, students. Verb has a different types. Firstly, transitive verb and intransitive verb. Transitive verb, a verb that needs an object to complete its meaning, is called a transitive verb. Okay, students. A verb, transitive verb, needs an object to complete the meaning of sentence. That is a transitive verb. For example, the boy kicked the ball. The boy kicked what things? The ball. So, the ball is a object, and without object it cannot be make a proper meaning in the sentence. Second is, so that's why kicked is a transitive verb. Okay, students. Next is, the police caught the thief. The police caught whom? The thief. The thief is object. So without object, without the thief, it cannot be make a complete meaning of this sentence. Okay. So caught is a transitive verb. Next is intransitive verb. A verb which does not need an object to complete its meaning but has complete meaning by itself is called an intransitive verb. Okay. If you have a need an object to complete the sentence, complete the meaning of the sentence, that is transitive verb. And if you does not need any object to complete the meaning of the sentence, that is intransitive verb. See the examples. The baby laughed. Laughed is a already complete sense. The wind blows. Blows also is a has a complete sense. Okay, so that is intransitive verb. Next is verb of incomplete predication. Verbs that need other words to complete their meaning are called incomplete verbs. For example, students, you have seen many times you need to complete the sentence is are, am, the form of be, have, do, right? So, verbs that need other words to complete their meaning are called incomplete verbs. For example, we has a is, are, am, was, were, will, shall, etc. And next become, appear, seem. The word that is added is called the complement of the verb. Okay. The word that is added is called the complement of the verb, that is verb of incomplete predication. For example, the nurse is kind. So, in this sentence is used. Next, the sky became dark. So, in this sentence became. So, both are the verb of incomplete predication. Next is auxiliary and main verbs. You already knew about the auxiliaries and main verbs, right? There are two types of verbs, main verbs and auxiliary verbs. A main verb is the base form of a verb or the principal verb which can be modified as per the requirement of the sentence. For example, sing, fly, eat, prepare, that is a main verb. If you have requirement any verb that is used to be as a according to the sentence. The fierce dog bit the burglar. The verb used with the main verb to form tenses is known as an auxiliary verb. The verb used with the main verb to form tenses is known as an auxiliary verb. For example, we have to: may, shall, might, should, will, can, could, would, must, ought to, and used to. Okay, students, these are verbs that is to be used as a auxiliary. Be, do, and have are primary auxiliary verbs. Be has a, is, are, am, was, were. Do, does, and did. Have, has, have, had, will have, shall have. Next is finite and non-finite verbs. So, a finite verb is a verb that has tense. It changes its form according to its subject in person or number. Okay. If form of verb form is changed according to the sentence, according to the subject, according to the number, that is finite verb. For example, he sings melodiously. Next, they sing melodiously. You sing melodiously. He is a singular person, that's why sings is used in this sentence. And next sentence, they is a plural, that's why sing only first form is used in this sentence. And next is you also plural, that's why sing is used. So, sings has that position, that place to be changed according to the subject. Okay. Next is a non-finite verb is a verb that does not change its form according to the subject. If non-finite verb is that verb, students, does not change its form according to the subject. For example, he loves to dance. They love to dance. Next is I love to dance. See, loves, love and love. If I am talking about a finite verb is loves, love, love, right? If I am saying infinite verb, non-finite verb, right? Non-finite verb is a verb that does not change its form according to the subject or number. To dance is the same in this sentence, and to dance is the same in the second sentence, and to dance is the same in third sentence, right? So, to dance is a form of non-finite verb. Okay, students? So, I hope you are clear to you the topic verb, and I will give you the exercise for practice. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.